am going to show you something, and once you see it, you won't be able to unsee it. There's a part of your brain, small, almond-shaped, buried deep inside your skull. It's called the amygdala. Its only job is to keep you alive. It's the part that fires when a car swerves at you, when you hear glass break at 3 a.m., when something moves in the dark, and your body goes still before your mind even knows why. That same part of your brain fires when you look at a price tag. Your brain literally cannot tell the difference between a financial risk and a physical threat. And that one malfunction is the reason most people will never build real wealth. Not because they're lazy, not because they don't know what to do, because their own brain is attacking them every time they try. There are 2 women on this planet with a condition so rare, fewer than 400 people in recorded history have ever had it. It's called Urbach-Wiethe disease. It turns the amygdala to calcium, hardens it, destroys it. These women can feel joy. They can feel sadness. They can feel surprise, but they cannot feel fear. Not the way you and I feel it. The part of the brain that generates fear is physically gone. Scientists at Caltech wanted to know what happens when you give these women a money decision. They set up a gambling task. Simple, 50-50 odds. Win some money, lose some money. The math was in the player's favor. Saying yes was the smart move. Normal people with a working amygdala, said no over and over and over, even when the potential win was bigger than the potential loss. The 2 women with no amygdala, they took the rational bet almost every time. Not because they were reckless. They actually avoided bets where the risk was genuinely too high. They just weren't scared of money. Kahneman and Tversky, 2 psychologists, 1 Nobel Prize. They spent decades studying how humans make decisions about risk, and they discovered something that should genuinely disturb you. Losing $100 hurts 2.5 times more than gaining $100 feels good. Same amount of money. Completely asymmetric emotional response. Your brain does not play fair. It weights losses heavier than gains, always, automatically, without asking you. This is why you won't negotiate your salary. The discomfort of hearing no weighs more than the reward of hearing yes. This is why you keep 12 grand in a savings account earning nothing, because at least it's safe. Feels better than it could grow. This is why you stayed at a job you hate for 3 years, because the pain of quitting and failing feels 2.5 times heavier than the joy of quitting and succeeding. You're not making financial decisions. You're having a fear response dressed up in math, and you're doing it right now about something specific, something you already know you should do, but haven't done. And the reason you haven't done it is sitting right behind your eyes, shaped like an almond, working against you. But here's what really broke my brain when I found this. The fear doesn't just stop you from losing money, it stops you from making it. Nearly 70% of lottery winners lose everything within a few years. Not because they're stupid. The brain looked at that number, registered it as a biological error, and started yanking levers. Spend more, trust the wrong people, make insane investments, give it away, whatever it takes, and it worked. They're broke again. This is why you got the raise and felt nothing 3 weeks later. This is why your side business started making money, and then you stopped showing up for it. This is why you keep ending up at the same financial place. No matter what you try, you're not failing. The problem isn't that you can't earn more. The problem is your brain thinks more is dangerous. The proof is that all of this is happening inside you right now. Your brain just treated your own dream like a threat. Harvard's Sendhil Mullainathan found that financial stress alone drops your cognitive ability by 13 IQ points, the same as losing an entire night of sleep. The amygdala doesn't want you rich. It doesn't want you poor. It wants you the same. Forever. You can't remove your amygdala. You shouldn't want to, but you can learn to hear it fire and not obey it. 3 things. 1. Every time you feel resistance around money, a price you need to set, a salary you need to negotiate, an investment you need to make, say this: that's my amygdala. Not information, fear. That sentence moves you from inside the fear to outside of it. Observe fear loses most of its grip. 2. If you earn 50 and you want 80, start living in the information of 80. Look at what 80 costs in taxes, what it looks like monthly, what people who earn 80 spend on, save, invest. Don't fantasize, normalize. Your brain flags unfamiliar numbers as threats. Repetition makes them familiar. Familiar doesn't trigger the alarm. 3. Loss aversion gets louder the longer you wait. The window between I should and I did is where most wealth dies. If the decision is sound, make it fast, not reckless. reckless, fast. Send the invoice today. Set the price today. Ask for the raise today. Every hour you wait, the amygdala adds another reason not to. Your brain was not designed for wealth. I need you to sit with that for a second. The organ that runs your life, that makes every decision, that controls every action, it was built for a world where losing resources meant dying, and it still thinks that's the world you live in. Every time you try to grow, it pulls you back, not because you're weak, because it's strong. 60,000 years of survival code running in the background, 24 hours a day, telling you that the safest amount of money to have is the amount you've always had. You're not bad with money. You're at war with your own biology. And the first step to winning that war is knowing it's happening. Now you know.